Tell me about the JFK assassination.
The story that most people hear is simple. A guy named Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, firing 3 shots at the president from the 6th-story window. And that is all well and good. All the supposed inconsistencies surrounding Oswald aren't actually inconsistencies.
What inconsistencies?
People thought that he couldn't fire the shots from that kind of a rifle that quickly, or that he could not have moved from the sniper's perch to where he was first encountered that quickly without breaking a sweat, or that he couldn't make it to the site of the second murder without running. It has been proven that none of these things are impossible, or indeed remotely unlikely.
So where do the conspiracy theories come from?
Some people refuse to admit that Oswald could have done what it is said he did. But they're just holdouts from bygone times. Others say that it could have been done, but maintain that it wasn't. These people may be correct. It's really too late in the game to check it out. For most, though, it's not a question of the 3 shots Oswald fired. It's a question of who fired the other shots. By pure accident, the entire thing was recorded off of a radio in the motorcade itself. 3 shots were heard, consistent with the sound of a shot fired from the 6th floor of the Texas Schoolbook Depository. But then a 4th was heard. Acoustic evidence shows that the shot is not consistent with those coming from the Texas Schoolbook Depository. In fact, it matches exactly the sound of one coming from the grassy knoll. The damn grassy knoll. Obviously, this matches eyewitness accounts, which would perhaps better be described as earwitness accounts. It also matches the video evidence, which shows the president getting shot in the head 4.8 seconds after the 3rd shot.
What's the point?
Well, Oswald could not have fired the 4th shot, so who did? The House Select Committee on Assassinations concluded that Kennedy had probably been killed by conspirators who, other than Oswald, were unidentified. This particular government-commissioned investigation doesn't get that much press. Of course, others have said that the 4th gunshot was just random noise. A random noise that just happens to be identical to the sound of a gunshot fired from the grassy knoll when recorded from the motorcade. While it is impossible to discount this possibility, it has never been explained why someone would be playing a tape recording of a gunshot on the grassy knoll at the exact moment the video evidence shows Kennedy being shot.
Okay, but how does this fit into the game?
How it relates to the game is simple. Kennedy is said to have made a speech at Columbia University 10 days before he died. During that speech, he is quoted as saying, "The high office of the president has been used to foment a plot to destroy the Americans' freedom, and before I leave office, I must inform the citizen of his plight." I have yet to be able to confirm that he made the speech. It seems there are no impartial sources. Everyone either believes there was a conspiracy and will bend the truth to enlighten others, or believes that it's total bull and will bend the truth to enlighten others. In the game, there is no debate as to whether or not it's real. Kennedy made the speech, and the Illuminati killed him. They did this without hesitation or even discussion, even though they got him elected.
What about his brother?
Robert Kennedy's assassination is a lot more clear-cut than his brother's. We know exactly who killed him, exactly what weapon was used, and so forth. What we don't know is why. The man who killed RFK does not deny committing the murder. How could he? But he claims that he does not remember doing it or why. Whether or not he's telling the truth is hard to tell. All evidence says that he had been hypnotized, but no one knows who hypnotized him. It is entirely possible that he hypnotized himself, and it was the premeditated murder it appeared to be. Of course, we have no idea why he would do that. Perhaps to get away with the crime by claiming it was forced. If that is the case, it did not work. The problem is that it could have been anyone else who did the hypnosis. The guy was incredibly easy to hypnotize. Only a small percent of the population are that easy. So if someone knew a bit about it, they could have made him kill Kennedy. No one really knows what happened. So in terms of the game, one would think that it was the Illuminati.
What does it all mean?
The whole thing is confusing as hell because as technology becomes better able to analyze the recording, we find out not only that the 4th shot is indeed real, but that there may or may not be a 5th shot. While we cannot improve the quality of the initial recording, there are ways to improve the quality of the playback. It was this improvement that led people to speculate that there might be a 5th shot. Even now, a new technology is being developed that might be able to improve the playback to the point that the 5th shot can be definitively thrown out or definitively put in. Until then, the jury is way out.